All right, good morning ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mairead Brady from the School of Business here at Trinity College, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to Trinity College and to welcome you to the School of Business. What I'm going to do for the next 20 minutes is introduce you to BES, Business Economics and Social Studies, and in particular the BBS, the Bachelor's in Business Studies. So if you're sitting in this room this morning at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, you've probably already decided that you're going to do business or look at that option next year. So the question to ask is why business, or what will you be studying with business at university? At university, we look at the world of business and the world of management, and we will look at the role of business in society and your role in business. So we can assume that you will cover subjects like management, marketing, human resources, international business, strategy, global operations, finance, accounting, and many more. So the question you're asking yourselves is probably not why business. You're probably asking yourself why business at Trinity College. And the reason we'd like to welcome you here to the School of Business is that the business school in Trinity is ranked 28th in the world, and we're also ranked 15th of all the business schools in Europe by both the Financial Times and The Economist. So if you come to study with us, you'll be studying with the leading international faculty. Some of them you may be familiar with, like Brian Lucy and people like that, and others are leading experts in their own areas. You also have a large student and alumni base. So that means that when you leave university and you travel abroad or you stay to work here in Ireland, you will have Trinity students all over the world in every corner of the world. And there's an enormous Trinity alumni base. We also are a research-led institute, which means we have cutting-edge research from all your academics. What that means is that the academics are teaching you, are engaging with you at the level of contemporary thought and contemporary thinking. And last and probably the most important part is we think it's nice to study here at Trinity. There's a dynamic and creative environment for studying and learning. So though there is a lot of work and there is a lot of study, there's also an enormous enjoyment of the student body here with us. So when you're thinking of studying business at Trinity, there's a couple of ways in which you can enter into business in the Trinity system. The first is through BES, and that's the one I'll go through, the most popular one, and one we probably have a brand name for, the TR081. Another option is obviously business and a language, and we do Polish, French, Spanish, Russian, etc. So we also do computer science and business, and though Trinity is 400 years old, that computer science and business degree is only 4 years old. So that is probably one of our newest degrees on offer, and it's going very well. And then another new degree that we have, law and business, and that's also going well. So what I'm going to talk about is this one here, the best option. Now, coming into BES, the most important thing for you is, what are the points? So the points last year were 480, and we take 238. We have 238 places. We're always oversubscribed for that course. And then I've given you the points for the other courses, just in case you may have some interest in that area. So just to be absolutely clear on the points, what 480 means is there was one student at 480. That means the lowest point allowed in was 480. So if you want to work out what the average point should be. So in this case, if there isn't an asterisk, it means there was just the one student at 480. Does that make sense? So that's where your points are coming from there. So as you can see, we have BES, and BES is what we call Business, Economics and Social Studies, and it involves 4 disciplines: business, economics, sociology, and political science. So everybody coming in to do those subjects come in on what we call a common entry program. So everybody, regardless of what you're doing, comes into the BES program. Now that'll become clear in a second, because once you come in here, you can tell us whether you're single honours, which means you're the BBS, you're doing a business degree, or whether you will tell us that you're joint honours. What that means is you're doing business and something. So you can choose to do business and economics, business and politics, business and sociology. So these are your 2 options. You're either a single honour doing only business, or you're doing a joint honour, which is business and something else. And the nice thing about this, and I will repeat this, is you don't make this decision until 2nd year. So you don't have to make the decision in 1st year. Though you may come in and say, oh, I'm going to be doing business at Trinity, you will come in and do the general first year and then make your decision in second year, which we think is a great feature of the course. So the common entry first year, the subjects you'll be doing. You'll do Introduction to Management, Introduction to Economics, Introduction to Political Science, Introduction to Sociology, Maths and Stats for Business, and another subject of your choice, which is normally a language. I think Spanish is one they choose a lot. Law, very popular obviously, and our social policy. So we give you a range of other subjects you can choose from. If you look at this, you can see that what we're giving you is what we would call a platform. We're introducing you to all these topic areas that will stand as the platform for the degree that you get. It also allows you the opportunity to review these subjects and say, yes, I'd like to do that, or no, I wouldn't like to do that. So you may come in thinking, oh, I'm going to do business and sociology, and after the course in political science, you go, no, actually, I'm going to do business and political science. So it allows you this sense of deciding your own career path and making choices dependent on knowledge, because you will get this basis in first year. So that's the common first year. We have anything up to 300 or 400 in that class for the best year. So the second year is when you choose. So you come to us and you say, right, I'm going to do single honours. That means you're going to become a BEST student. So you're going to become a BBS student, which is a Bachelor's in Business Studies. Or you'll say, we're doing joint honours. And then you're a BA moderatorship, and your joint honour will be in Business and Economics, Business and Political Science, or Business and Sociology. So your second year subjects start to change. Everybody does marketing, organisational behaviour, operations management, accounting and finance. So again, everybody does that. Plus, if you're doing BBS, that's the Bachelor's in Business Studies, you then choose either Economy of Ireland or Intermediate Economics and 2 other BEST subjects. If you're doing a BA moderatorship, meaning a joint honour, you will choose subjects from the other topics. So you'll choose a few from political science, or a few from economics, or a few from sociology, dependent on which joint honours you're doing. So that's your second year subject area. In third year, we allow you to start to specialise in more depth, and again, you choose. So we often refer to the BEST system as a pick and mix, because you pick the different subjects, mix them into a whole that suits you, and then that is your degree. So you could all come out with BBSs, but you will have all done different subject areas you choose in the third year. So what we say is, in this stage, we allow you to specialise in depth, either in the single honour or the joint honour subjects. We also have a study abroad option in third year. Now, you'll find this out if you're here, but the way we do it is we allow the top students to go. So the best students coming out of senior fresh automatically go or decide whether they want to go into the pot for going abroad. And we really encourage the students to go abroad. You also get an option to write an undergraduate dissertation in your final year. There are small group tutorials now in third and fourth year. My average tutorial size would be around 15. So I would get to know the students quite well. And then in third year, we have this little thing that nobody does, but it's handy to mention it, is that if you felt like leaving the university after third year, you can, and you will take a pass degree. If not, you stay and you take the honours and a fourth year degree. In my whole time here in Trinity, I have never seen anybody take the pass degree option. But it's nice to know that that option exists if you ever felt the need or you wanted it. So the next thing to talk about is if you're thinking of going abroad. I know this is something that a lot of you like, and I know our students absolutely adore their year abroad. What we've done is we've found universities across the world that are equivalent to Trinity here in Ireland, and so you go to the top universities abroad. So we have a Russian partnership, we've Spanish, we've German, we've French. We also have, and they're terribly popular, these ones in America. They're probably some of the top, am I pointing to America? Yeah. The top business, one of the top business schools in America, and we add and take away different universities each year. But these are the ones that we have core relationships with. So these ones here are the English language, partner ones are very popular, and I'd say we definitely put our top students into those as well. So that's your option to travel abroad. You can stay for the year or you can stay for half a year. We normally encourage a year-long journey abroad. So what are the business subjects in third and fourth year? Well, there's variety in depth and they can change from time to time. But in general, you'll decide, well, I want to do marketing, international business, finance, strategy, accounting, information technology, operations management, organisation theory and behaviour, human resource management, managing non-profit organisations, or entrepreneurship and innovation management. So in third year, you might take 6 or 7 of those, and in fourth year, you'll take 4. I think it's actually 4 subjects in your fourth year. So you can see that we start nice and broad, and then we start to bring you in nice and narrow, or actually you start to bring yourselves in nice and narrow, and then you choose at the end of the fourth year what 4 subjects you're going to specialise in and where you want your career to, or what direction you want your career to take. So I'll just introduce you quickly, briefly, to two of the subject areas that you might look at. You might decide to go accounting and finance, and we have a lot of people who track themselves in that way. And that's the planning and controlling the firm's financial resources. Quite difficult at the moment with the whole euro crisis. But accounting is the art of communicating financial information to users such as shareholders and managers. And financial management is all about the money. Where do we get the money from? Where do we allocate the funds? And how much do we redistribute or distribute or retain? So this is a whole view into the world of accounting and financial management. A lot of our students then choose marketing as another direction for their career. And here in Trinity, we call it marketing, spelled with IT, because we feel, and it's the reality out there, is that there's so much technology involved in the whole marketing domain that to be at the cutting edge of understanding what's going on in business, you have to be at the cutting edge of understanding what's going on in the digital world or in technology. So there's a strong orientation toward technology across all of the courses. So marketing is all about assessing the needs and wants of customers and designing a total offering to satisfy their needs at a profit to the organisation. So the marketing mix you'll be looking at is the product, the service, the price, the process, promotion, the physical evidence, and the people. So it's everything to do with how the business satisfies their customers. And the whole idea is towards realising long-term marketing goals, brand and target market objectives. So that's just a quick introduction to 2 of the main streams that we have in the school. So I've given you a brief introduction to business through BESS, and the question is, you have to ask yourself is this the course for me? Would this be the course that would suit you as a person? What you need to, you know, so at the moment we could say you know what you want to do and you want to do business, but you're not sure precisely what. Well then, BESS could be very suitable for you because BESS allows you to study business your way. It is that pick and mix option. I will choose. So sometimes you'll orientate towards accounting and finance, or you might say, no, I'm not interested in accounting and finance at all, and you'll orientate in a different direction. It is the only university where you can combine business with another social science subject. So you can say, I'll do business and politics, business and economics, business and. So that's a good feature of it as well. So we feel that BESS allows you the time to think. What are you good at and what do you like? It gives you that space to say, what would I really like to do? And whether an advantage, we think it's an advantage, BESS is a 4-year degree. So you can hide in here for 4 years and just enjoy yourselves and have fun, let the world turn. And then you come out with a very strong 4-year degree. So where will you go after you leave Trinity? Well, our sense is that you're sought after by the leading employers, by multinationals and global companies, by consumer product companies, financial services, management consulting. Management consulting is a big one because we engage with the students in such a way that they become critical thinkers. I'd say anything up to 30–35% of our graduates go into management consulting as a choice, and the management consulting companies always like the Trinity graduates. Retailing, the public service, entrepreneurial ventures, and that's another one that we're very interested in. In the old days, or when I went to college, you went into college and you came out of college and went straight into a job. Nowadays, we have this view of the students where many of them will create their own jobs. in that way that we start in first year and second year, starting to encourage students to think about setting up their own businesses, being innovative and creative. So it's more possible and more probable that we will have more and more entrepreneurial ventures and campus companies and start your own businesses with which we have now within Trinity, and I think that is going to grow and grow. So when I was thinking about doing this presentation, I just decided to give you a range of companies that some of my students are working in right now and enjoying their engagement. So what type of jobs or positions would you get? General management, marketing management, HR, financial, operations, product, etc. So it will depend on how you orientate yourself, what type of roles you'll go for or you'll aim towards when after you've been with us and you've left Trinity. So that's your options for future employment. So finally, I just want to say, on your first day with us, as you walk under the arch into Front Square, we hope that you will think of your last day with us as you get your degree, and you'll be grateful that you came to Trinity and know that you have a world-renowned degree from the top university and the top business school in Ireland. So that is the introduction to BESS and to BBS. I'll just put the lights on and see if we have any questions that you would like to ask. Okay, any questions?